biophotonics. Simply put, bio is short for biology. Photonics is the physics of light. Biophotonics uses sophisticated imaging to conduct biomedical research. Biophotonics has a range of uses, from medical diagnosis to drug screening. In the early days of animation, teams of animators would draw every single illustration by hand. Today, computers are key, but that doesn't mean it's any less artistic. It all starts with a screenplay, a script containing not just story and dialogue, but also physical descriptions of the characters and background scenery. The art director begins creating the characters. When he's finished, he traces the drawing in felt pen. Then erases the pencil marks. Shadowing is added to create relief. Once all the characters are created, the backgrounds are drawn. And then the objects that appear in the backgrounds. The storyboard artist blocks out the film on paper, drawing by drawing. The production team will follow this storyboard the way a dressmaker follows a pattern. They blow up the drawings, scan them onto a computer, then play them back in chronological order. This creates what's called an animatic, a two-dimensional version of the film which gives an overview. Should the director now decide to change a scene, he has the artist redraw. Meanwhile, the animators work on bringing the characters to life. Using specialized software, they build a skeleton to fit inside the character's body. When the skeleton is moved, the software makes the body move with it. The characters are then made three-dimensional, using a technique called wireframe animation. First they build the shape of the character using a wire structure. Then they add color and clothing. The characters are further refined by modifying facial features, adding texture, and by shadowing. Specialized software is utilized to synchronize the character's mouth with the dialogue. The animator works syllable by syllable, picking the mouth movement that matches each sound. It's a painstaking process that takes many months. Another animator applies the lighting effects. Lighting is as important in a cartoon as it is in a live-action movie. It creates relief, making everything look more realistic. The animators cut and paste the characters and objects onto the backgrounds. With the characters' movements programmed into the computer, the animators turn a two-dimensional stills version of the film into a three-dimensional animation. Essentially, a rough cut of the film. Meanwhile, in the studio, the soundtrack takes shape. In this case, actors record the characters' dialogue. The sound technician mixes together the voices, music and sound effects using specially designed software. They sync the soundtrack to the rough cut of the film. Then the rough cut is refined, with colors and textures tweaked, and smoothing out of the characters' movements. After a full year's work and more than 42,000 drawings, This 24-minute computer-animated film is finally finished.